All right, so what we're going to explain in this video, I'm gonna try to cover the light up here and stay on the camera, but what we're going to uncover is your overall debt to credit ratio. So a lot of people, they don't understand this concept. And once you understand it, it'll help you navigate through the system a little bit more, at least understanding the FICO system or any scoring model. It'll help you understand it. So to start off, let's just say for an example, scoot this up. We're going to have a lot of lines going back and forth. All right, so let's say for an example, we had just use 30,000 for an example. So we had a $30,000 installment loan. So this can be a student loan, this can be a car, it can be just something of that nature. So a signature loan. So let's just say using numbers. Let's keep this the cents, right? So we had 30,000, and then this is the limit, and then this is the balance, 19,867. So it's called debt to credit, right? So debt to credit. So the first thing is you take this number and then you divide it. So if you do the math, you put this first into your calculator and then you divide it into 30,000. So what you're going to get is 66%. So 66%. So let me drag this over just a little bit. So boom, 66%. All right, cool. So we have, let's say for this example, we have $5,000, right? A $5,000 credit card, right? And so the balance is $2,756. We're just gonna say keep the cents even, just to keep this illustration smooth. All right, so what you do is you take this balance and then you divide it into the limit. So balance into the limit. So what you get is 55%. All right. So if now what you do is you add this number up. You add this number up. So that's 35,000. Then you take these two numbers and then you add them up. So 22,623. All right, so you're doing the same thing over and over with the debt to credit ratio. So now all you do is take this number and then you divide it into that number. So once you do that, you get 64%. So this number right here is your debt to credit ratio. So if you've been following me, you know that I'm a big believer in, the secured credit card. So say for an example, and here is why. Because you could control the whole situation, meaning the debt to credit ratio, to increase your FICO score. So that's what a lot of people really need to work on. But so let's just say, for this example, we increase this number $3,000. So let's just say $8,000. So we increased this number, and then we kept the same. Kept the same balance. So now what we do is, let's put a line right here. So now what we do is we take this number and then we divide it into that number. So when you do that, now we got 34%. We got 34%. So what you're going to do is now you take, this number and then this number and then you add it. So that's how that works. So now we got 38,000. So we got, because you're adding the 3,000, right? So to the equation. So you just add 3,000, which is 38. So you still have the same balance right here. And then it's 2263. So now you do your overall debt to credit ratio. Now we're talking about 59%. So 59%. So this whole equation, what happened? On the installment loan, which could be, like I say, signature loan, student loan, car, house, it can, if this is the balance in, the credit limit, that'd be 66%. So now you have a $5,000 credit card. This is revolving. This is added different. So now, but on this particular instance, it's the debt to credit ratio is 55%. So then when you add them together, which they do, your total overall debt to credit ratio is 64%. All right. So like I say, how you play with this number, this 64% number, is you have to increase this number because, say for an example, people got a car, people got a house. Usually, these are 300,000, 400,000, houses or student loans. You just can't pay it off all at once if you like me, So something you can control is if you had a secured credit card, you increase the limit, or if you got credit cards, you pay off the balances. But yeah, but the thing in this demonstration illustration is it's the limit, right? So you see what happened when we added 3,000 to the limit. Your total credit that you got lend or whatever becomes 38,000. Like I said, you still have the same balance. So, that knocked it down 5%. So 5% could be, huge. It just depends on your situation. But this is the numbers that you want to play with, which is the high credit limit number from the credit card. So if you found that, helpful, you want some more information, follow, like, leave me a comment, in the messages or whatever. And then, we'll revisit it on another day.